If I may approach the witness.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm handing you what's marked as State's Exhibit 25A. I think we were discussing that. Are those pages that were taken from the extraction of the phone that you were handed, phone number 314-239, I think it's 0173?
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, move to introduce State's Exhibit 25A.
Renewed objection.
Yes, Judge, previous objections.
Noted for the record, we'll show it admitted.
State's Exhibit 25A, is it in a particular view?
Yeah, it's called a timeline view. It's where we can combine your phone calls, text messages, whatever you were doing, and put it in a timeline view of the actual events that took place.
So on Cellbrite, you can sort so that maybe we only see phone messages. We only see voice calls, correct?
Yeah,
And you can sort so we only see text messages, and you can sort, there are different ways that you can ask the data to be presented to you.
that's correct.
And is timeline one of those ways to ask for the data to be presented?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what this is that we're looking at in 25A?
Correct.
Did you download every device that was obtained by LCSO during the investigation of the murder of Teresa Sievers?
No, ma'am.
And why not?
There was an abundance of devices in this case, so in order to help streamline, we were asked to eliminate items that were not used in the last 3 to 4 months. If there was no activity on those devices, we would not download those devices. We would simply put them aside, go to the next device up in the queue.
And were you able to preview those devices in order to make a determination of whether or not they had been used in the last 3 or 4 months?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, did you yourself personally download each device that was downloaded by the digital forensics unit?
All the devices I touched, I downloaded, yes.
But were there other devices that were part of this investigation that you did not download?
No, correct.
Is that standard procedure to use multiple people within the unit?
No, ma'am.
And why did that occur in this case?
Again, it was all...
Sustained.
I have no further questions, Ms. Witness.
Defense.
I tender the witness.
Morning.
Morning.
You testified that you used Celebrite on this particular device, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Celebrite is kind of the gold standard for cell phone extractions, would you say?
I would say so, yes.
It's a fairly reliable program.
Yes, sir.
However, what Celebrite gets off a particular phone is only as good as the data that's on the phone, correct?
Yeah.
Celebrite may or may not collect data that's been deleted from a phone, correct?
It can recover deleted data, yes.
It can, but not always, correct?
Oh, correct.
And the way phone works is when you delete data, it doesn't actually delete it, correct? Phone doesn't erase it when you delete something.
Correct. It's available to recover.
But that space is now marked as usable by the phone, correct?
Correct.
So that information sits there until the phone decides to overwrite it with something else, correct?
Correct.
So whether or not you get deleted data is dependent on whether or not the phone has used that space again.
That is accurate, yes.
Okay. That could happen the next picture you take, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Or it could never happen.
That's correct.
So there's no real way to tell for sure whether there was data on a particular phone that's been deleted.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, that was a bad question. Let me rephrase that. So you can't tell whether the phone has covered up something that's been deleted.
I can only tell you what I'm able to recover.
Right.
What was there before, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay. Thank you.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Is this witness to be released or retained?
Ask the witness to be released.
No objection?
Yes, Judge, I would like him possibly for the case in chief.
You're subject to recall, sir. We'll let you know if you're needed again. Thank you. Next witness.